logic is, you know, I'm saying, okay, we have to contribute cash because they paid early. What's that mean? What's that really mean?
When we issue a bond, we borrow $1 million to pay for a project. It's assessed, a portion of it is assessed to property owners. If they pay it to us, it goes back into that debt fund.
Okay.
We may be paying interest of 4 to 6% on the money that we borrowed to pay for the project, and we're only earning 1 to 2% on the funds that they've paid us for the repayment of that bond, but they've paid it ahead of time.
Right.
So when we sell bonds, we make them callable where we can make a prepayment if we have funds on hand.
Yep.
And in this case, one of the bonds that we're refinancing for an interest savings, we do have funds on hand to put towards, so we're borrowing less. So we're buying down the amount of outstanding debt.
Yes. I remember. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion on the table. Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor of resolution 09-116, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Okay, we're moving down to 8.3, request from the Chamber of Commerce for assistance with holiday lighting. Let's see, that is, I lost my track here. Is that Ms. Rose? That's you, Mr. Murphy. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Council members. Really put this before the council to request some direction or get some feedback from the council as to how we want to proceed with this request. The Chamber has submitted a letter requesting assistance with the holiday decorating. Traditionally, the Chamber has been responsible for decorating, maintaining the lights on the trees, placement of the Christmas banners on the bridges, et cetera. Their letter indicates that that has increasingly become a financial burden to the Chamber, and currently they hire Bob Dahlke to provide those services. We've spoken about this within, as far as amongst staff, as far as what equipment would be required and what the city would be able to do. And I guess one of the things that we would not be able to do is to put the holiday banners up. We do not have, correct me if I say this incorrectly there, Al, it's a boom truck?
It's a bucket truck.
Bucket truck. And the Chambers in their letter states that they understand that, and if that is the case, if the city would help to offset the cost of hiring the bucket truck. So I guess with that, I'm just looking for some direction from the council if we want to put this to workshop or how we want to, or what do we want to do with this request.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Well, council, let's have a little discussion about this, I guess. So essentially, the chamber is asking for, well, $3,000 from, if we look at the expenses from last year, about roughly $4,000. Not including city time. That's never included in this, is it? So you guys, the crew puts up.
We put the spray up that hangs from the light poles.
Okay.
Because we have that we can reach with our loader with the cage on it.
Right.
The lights on top of the trees, the honey locust trees, they're 25 feet tall. We have no equipment to string lights on that or repair them. Same with the banners. If you look at, like on the bridge, you have to span across a 12-foot span just to get to the poles. We don't have the equipment to do that. So we do the spray right now, and that's basically all we do for the decorating of the lights.
Well, the way I understand this, Mr. Mayor, is that they're looking for some financial assistance. They could still take care of the job. And they're paying approximately $3,700. If we would come up with an amount towards that, I think it would help them substantially. So whether, I mean, I'm just thinking of a half number, like $1,800 or something like that. And I'm sure they'd be very happy with that, but maybe something, just an idea in my head.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lang. Ms. Johnson, would you have anything else to add to this, which you'd like to come up and?
Any questions Lisa, Mayor? I don't think we're looking for the full amount, but we're looking for assistance towards that. So I think Councilman Lang is correct in saying that if we could maybe have half of the amount, that would be great. Like everybody else, the chamber is strapped for funds, and I think the community has come to expect a certain standard with the holiday decorating, and I would hate to see that not take place, and I think the community would not like to see that. And I'm not sure, I have not gone out to collect information on other towns to see if chambers offset the cost for cities or participate. I think some do and I think some don't, so.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other questions from Director Johnson? Well,
I used to be a member of the chamber officer in the 60s and the 70s, and the chamber did all the decorations. We put them all up. The city didn't do anything. We had a lot higher lights than now. We strung a cross on one of